When was the last time you truly loved your hair? Not tolerated it, not settled for it, actually looked in the mirror and thought, yes, that is exactly who I am. Or have you been doing what so many women over 60 do without even realizing it? You sit in that salon chair and you say the 6 most dangerous words in the English language. Just give me something easy to manage. Your stylist nods, picks up the scissors, and 30 minutes later you walk out with the same rounded, helmet-shaped cut that every other woman in that waiting room already has. You know the one. It sits on your head like a cap. It does not move in the wind. It does not catch the light. And worst of all, it is doing more to age you than the sun, gravity, and time combined. Here's what nobody tells you. A bad haircut doesn't just sit on your head. It pulls your whole face downward. It flattens your cheekbones. It thickens the jawline. It makes your eyes look smaller and more tired. And it quietly tells the world you have stopped caring, when nothing could be further from the truth. That stops today. I am refined after 60, and this is where we prove every single week that elegance does not soften with age. It sharpens. Today, I am walking you through 5 haircuts that are transforming how women over 60 look and feel. Cuts that lift the jawline, brighten the eyes, and make people genuinely wonder what you've been doing differently. These are not trends. They are architecturally designed, face-flattering styles built for the woman you are right now, not the woman you were at 40. Stay with me to the end, because after the 5 cuts, I am giving you the exact salon script, 3 phrases that guarantee you never walk out with a granny cut again. Before we get into the cuts, let us set the record straight, because most haircut videos just show you pretty pictures and tell you to try something. I want you to understand why certain cuts age you and why others take years off, so you never fall into that trap again, no matter which chair you sit in. Here's the truth the beauty industry has quietly known for decades. Your face at 60 is not your face at 40, and that is not a flaw, that is physics. Bone structure shifts. Volume that once sat high on the cheekbone gradually settles toward the jaw. Hair loses some of its density and its ability to hold a shape the way it once did. None of that is decline, it is simply evolution. But when you put an outdated cut on a face that has evolved, that cut works against you instead of for you. A rounded one-length style mirrors the pull of gravity instead of resisting it. A blunt line at the chin acts like an anchor dragging everything south. And too much symmetry only draws attention to the small asymmetries every face develops over time. That is just life. When you match the right cut to the face you actually have, everything changes. Everything lifts, everything brightens. You walk into a room and people do not clock your age. They notice your presence. That is what we're building today. 5 cuts rooted in geometry, light, and movement. Each one designed to create lift, the illusion of fuller hair, and a silhouette that says she knows exactly who she is. If this kind of intentional, elevated approach to style is why you are here, hit subscribe and turn on the bell, because this is what Refined After 60 does every week for women who refuse to disappear. Cut 1. The Architectural Bob. If I could hand every woman over 60 a single gift, it would be this haircut. The Architectural Bob is the little black dress of hair, sharp, expensive-looking, and quite literally a non-surgical scaffold for your face. Here is why it works. A traditional bob is often rounded and soft, landing right at the widest part of the jaw. That fullness creates a bell shape, and a bell shape pulls the eye downward. The architectural bob does the opposite. It falls at or just below the jawline with a crisp, blunt perimeter that reads as a firm horizontal line. That line acts like a visual shelf. It tricks the eye into seeing a tighter, more defined jaw, even if yours has softened over the years. Here is the detail that separates this from every basic bob recommendation you've ever heard. The transformation happens on the inside. Your stylist should remove weight internally, thinning from within while keeping the outer edge thick and sharp. No visible layering, no mushroom shape, no bowl. You want a blunt perimeter with internal texture. Say that phrase out loud in the chair. Write it down before you go. This matters enormously after 60 because as hair loses density, a heavy, one-length bob can sit flat against the face. Internal texture gives you lift, movement, and that floating quality that makes people stop and say, "What is she doing differently?" Styling is simple. A flat iron, 60 seconds, a slight turn under at the ends. The blunt edge catches light better than wispy ends, so your hair reads shinier and healthier instantly. Tuck one side behind your ear and you open the face, highlight a cheekbone, and let an earring do its work. That is effortless elegance, the refined after 60 way. Cut 2. The Soft Textured Shag. If the architectural bob is the executive of haircuts, the soft shag is the artist. Effortless, a little undone, and the most effective distraction technique in the entire world of hair. Here's what I mean. After 60, many women become hyper-aware of fine lines, softened volume in the cheeks, changes along the jaw. A traditional cut that aims for perfect symmetry actually works against you here because flawless symmetry draws the eye straight to whatever does not match. The soft shag solves this beautifully through disruption. Instead of one clean line, you get choppy diagonal layers that keep the eye in motion. The viewer is so busy following the texture and movement of the hair that she never settles on a single line or shadow. It is misdirection, and it is brilliant. The key request for your stylist is a curtain fringe, sometimes called a bottleneck fringe, shorter at the center of the forehead, sweeping longer toward the cheekbones like the neck of a bottle. It works as soft brackets around the face, lifting everything upward and sending attention straight to your eyes. A veil, not a wall. And here's something most women never hear. If your stylist is cutting this shag with straight scissor-over-comb lines, it is being done wrong. The cut should be angled, point cut, or sliced to create shattered ends that stack on top of one another. That creates the illusion of double the volume without adding a single ounce of bulk. That's the difference between looking like you stepped off a street in Paris and looking like you got caught in the rain. Styling could not be lower maintenance. Air dry with a touch of texturizing mousse. Scrunch to activate the layers. A little dry shampoo on clean hair keeps everything separated and airy. If you cannot run your fingers through it freely, there's too much product. This cut wants to move, and so do you. Cut 3. The Modern Pixie Bob. We need to talk honestly about short hair because somewhere along the way, women over 60 were told that going short meant giving up femininity. Chop it all off, spike it with gel, and hope for the best. That is not a haircut. That is a surrender. And it is not what we do here. The modern pixie bob, sometimes called the Bixie, is the complete opposite. Short where you need the lift, longer where you want the softness. Think of it as the meeting point of a pixie and a bob. The back stays clean and tapered at the nape, showing off the neck and jaw, one of the most elegant lines on a woman's body. The front stays longer with a sweeping fringe that crosses the forehead and lands on the cheekbone. That diagonal line does the work. Diagonal lines suggest energy, direction, motion. A granny cut is a circle. The pixie bob is an arrow, pointing exactly where you want the eye to land. And here is a detail that will completely change how you see your own hair. Gray and silver strands are naturally coarser with more texture and grip than pigmented hair. Younger women spend a fortune on sea salt sprays trying to fake that lived-in texture. Your silver hair already has it built in. The pixie bob does not fight that structure, it celebrates it. Tell me in the comments, which of these first 3 cuts is already calling your name? Cut 4, the Soft Fringe Refresh. This one is not about a new haircut. It is about adding a single element to the style you already have and watching it take years off your face by tomorrow morning. In the hair industry, a well-cut soft fringe is quietly nicknamed salon botox, and once you understand why, you will never go without one again. As we move through our 60s, many women grow self-conscious about forehead lines, the furrow between the brows, thinning along the front hairline. Heavier foundation only settles into those creases and makes them more visible. A soft fringe takes a completely different approach. It offers a physical veil, a whisper of hair that softens the entire upper third of the face. It does not hide you, it frames you. Here's the technique that matters. Ask for a bottleneck fringe, shorter at the center, just skimming the brow, curving longer toward the temples until it blends into your side layers. The effect is striking. It creates a sharp horizontal line at the brow that frames the eyes like a spotlight. So people are not reading your forehead anymore, they are reading your eyes. That changes everything about how your face is received. The most common mistake stylists make with fringes on mature clients is cutting them too wide and too thick, pulling hair from halfway back on the head. Here's your rule. Place 2 fingers at your front hairline. Your fringe should never start further back than that. Anything wider creates a shelf, flat on top, heavy in front. We want whisper bangs, not wall bangs. Say that with full confidence in the chair. And if you're already thinking, I do not want to style bangs every single morning, here's the shortcut. You only have to style the fringe. Everything else can go into a low bun, a clip, a ponytail. A well-styled soft fringe makes it look like you spent an hour on your hair when you spent 3 minutes. That's the kind of efficiency worth keeping. Cut 5, the Asymmetrical Graduated Bob. I saved this one for last because it belongs to a very specific woman. If you still reach for the leather jacket, if you still wear a bold lip without apology, if you have no intention of fading into the background, this is your signature. Here is the reasoning behind it. As we age, faces naturally become a little less symmetrical, and a perfectly even blunt haircut only highlights those small imbalances. Asymmetry is the elegant solution. One side falling slightly longer than the other creates a diagonal line that keeps the eye moving across the face, a technique borrowed straight from architecture and high fashion, reading as modern and alive. The graduated element means the back stacks shorter, clearing the nape for a long, clean line, while the longer pieces in front hug the jaw like contour lines, providing definition exactly where many women feel they have lost it. This cut is extraordinary on silver, salt, and pepper hair because the varied lengths show off every natural highlight already living in your strands. The dimension is already there. This cut simply lets it perform. The power move is to tuck the shorter side behind your ear, one cheekbone revealed, one earring on display, the longer side falling like a soft curtain on the other. Asymmetry creates intrigue, and intrigue is irresistible. If one of these 5 is already making you rethink your next appointment, tell me in the comments which cut made you say, that one is mine. Now the salon script, 3 phrases that protect you from ever walking out with a granny cut again. First, I want upward energy, not roundness. That single sentence tells your stylist you understand shape and you will not accept the helmet. Second, please point cut or slice cut, no blunt straight across chops. This guarantees texture, movement, and a modern edge instead of stiff, dated lines. Third, show me the back before you finish. Most women never see the back of their own hair until they are home, and by then it is too late. Ask to see it while you are still in the chair. If it looks like a mushroom or a dinner roll, speak up. You are paying for this. You deserve to love every single angle. Write those 3 down. Take them with you. They will change every appointment from here forward. Here is what I really want you to leave with today. This was never only about haircuts. It was about that quiet moment in the chair when you said, just give me something easy. Because somewhere along the way, you started to believe that easy was all you deserved, that the statement cuts, the styles that make a woman feel electric, those belong to someone younger. They do not. They belong to you, exactly as you are right now. Your hair is the one thing on your entire body you can completely transform in under an hour. No procedure, no waiting. It only requires the willingness to stop settling for invisible and start insisting on extraordinary. You are not aging out of style, you are aging into it, and the right cut does not turn back the clock. It announces clearly and elegantly that you are not finished, not even close. If this helped you see yourself a little differently today, send it to one woman in your life who needs it. We all know her, the friend, the sister, the mother who has been hiding behind the same tired cut for years. It might change her next appointment and the way she walks out of that salon. If you have not yet, subscribe to Refined After 60 and turn on the bell and join a community of women who believe style and elegance only deepen with age, they never expire. Tell me in the comments which of these 5 cuts you are booking first. I read every one and I genuinely cannot wait to hear from you. Until next time, stay refined.